Welcome back to Fire Pit Talk with James. New year, new episode with me.
Your boy David, you know how
Yes,
it is.
sir. Right back to it. Conjuring Part 2, recap off the last episode, and then new points that we saw after rewatching all three movies. Ain't that right, David?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Maybe some Annabelle, I don't know yet. David,
It was off and on.
recap last episode. What'd you think?
What was it? We did a lot of things, didn't we? We were talking about how The Conjuring was based off of a true story. And about the doll. People might know Annabelle. And how the doll from Annabelle was the actual doll, or was it a different doll?
No, the doll portrayed in that movie is not the actual doll.
Yeah, so the one in Annabelle, in the movies, the series of the Annabelle, is not the actual doll.
No,
And that museum, that so-called basement that, what was their names
Ed
again?
and Lorraine Warren.
Ed and Lorraine Warren had downstairs was an actual place
Yes, it
that had
is.
actual demonic objects.
It is in Connecticut or Rhode Island, one of the two.
So could we actually see that one day?
Yes.
Okay.
It costs money. I'm sure it costs money. Or you have to have some kind of cleansing, but yes, you can see it.
Right.
You're not allowed to touch anything, but
But at least you're allowed to see.
unless you want to be grabbed by a demon. David, you want to be grabbed by a demon?
Do you?
Maybe. One day. Trial, test, trial and error.
You ain't trialing nothing. Anyways, you're not doing none of that. Do you have any recaps on it, James?
The music box.
Oh! Speaking of the music box, we recapped on most of the Conjurings, and to top it all off, the music box is in most of the Conjurings.
It's in all three of them.
All three of the Conjurings. They are
I don't
all
know if it's
connected
in,
somehow.
I don't know if it's in the new one, but it's in all three of them. Because in the first movie, they put it in their museum, but in the second movie, it is the boogeyman. When the little boy is cranking it, the boogeyman is running along the sides.
Right.
And then in the third movie, it's in the farmer's house. I don't know if it's in the fourth one, but the music box seems to be a part of all the movies.
Great bigger,
But Google cannot tell us why. I don't know why.
because it's undefined apparently.
Maybe that's some stuff we can find out.
Maybe.
Why don't you give them a rundown of the new notes we got?
Okay.
Looks like we're starting at the second Conjuring here.
So as we were recapping on all the Conjurings, we decided, instead of basing it on our knowledge of the Conjuring, we might as well, jot down some notes for y'all. So
We turned a 10-page note into
a very
a
small
5-page note.
Yeah, it did
Still a
start
lot.
out small, but
Still a lot, but
there was still a lot of, intriguing details. So
as we were talking about, look at that first note, Crooked Man. That's what I was talking about, music thing. When the little boy cranks the music box, the Crooked Man runs on the edges on the outside.
Right.
And then he comes out of his tent. Crooked Man is a whole different story. I think that's a British folklore type thing.
Because he sounds like a British person.
I mean, the movie takes place in Great Britain, Sussex or something.
So it does explain
Let me look
a lot.
up. The Crooked Man. No, I don't want the TV. It says here, the Crooked Man, a character from The Conjuring 2, was initially planned to have his own spin-off but never materialized. So apparently, the Crooked Man is attached to The Conjuring and almost had its own movie, but it didn't work out. Credit to Google. The Crooked Man is a tall guy who wears a suit and a hat.
Doesn't he have a cane as well?
Yeah. No, it's an umbrella. See here?
Just sword.
There's an umbrella, and all you can see is his mouth. It's like
Alright.
Slenderman.
But this time with a hat.
Yes.
So, as we were watching, what was this, the first Conjuring we were watching?
Which
The first
Crooked
one.
Man is the second one.
The second one.
The first one is with the Perrin family.
So the second one, when this family decide to move into a house that the so-called, I guess, the government let them have.
It's
Let
Section
them-
8.
Section 8, like, apartments, they'll help you with housing and stuff like that. So as they were moving into the house, they had a dog. What was the dog's name again? Did they say
Wait a minute, are you talking about... No, the second movie didn't have a dog. The first movie had a dog.
Yeah.
Her name was Daisy.
Okay.
Sadie. Her name
Sadie?
was Sadie.
Yeah, so they had a dog.
That's the first movie.
Okay.
Sadie.
So the first one, they had a dog named Sadie, right? So as the family was moving the boxes into the house, the dog decided to stay outside.
Yeah, the dog refused to come inside.
The
The
dog,
dog
refused.
already knew what was going on.
The dog knew that there was demonic
But
presence
the dog,
in the building.
The dog didn't even last a day.
So they decided to leave the dog as it
I
was.
think they leashed her to the side of the house.
And then they walked outside, and there was the dog lying dead.
Yeah, the little girl went outside to feed Sadie or something and found her dead.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, no, the first movie is the only one with the dog, I think.
And a few nights in the house that they were living in, one of the daughters, the second day they moved in, she starts to sleepwalk and then bang her head on the wardrobe of their room.
Oh, yes. The wardrobe is where Rory, the little boy that the little girl sees in her toy box, hides from Bathsheba.
Yeah, because apparently the little girl, I think was April.
April, yes.
Yeah, April was friends with this little boy named Rory.
He is this child of Bathsheba Sherman that she sacrificed as a duty to Satan.
Yep.
And he hides from her in the wardrobe.
Yep. And the mother and the daughter, April, decided to play, what was it called?
Hide and clap.
Hide and clap. So they clapped
But
3 times.
April, at the end, the clapping they heard wasn't April's, it was Rory messing with the mom.
Yeah, so she goes into the wardrobe to see if that was her.
He also messes with the mom when she falls down the stairs and gets locked in the basement.
Right.
When Rory claps in her ear there.
Right.
Yeah, Rory's not a demon, no. Rory is a spirit. The demon is Bathsheba.
Right.
Bathsheba was a real person.
And did you know that in the house at the time of 3:07 a.m.
All the clocks stop. Yes.
all the clock stops,
That is the time Bathsheba Sherman hung herself.
and to praise Satan into his demonic ways.
She was a Satanist cult person.
And as the third morning comes, the mother sees bruises on her arms and on her neck.
Yes. And then second day is her legs.
As the time goes by while they're in that house. And then, let's see here.
I'm really waiting for that new Conjuring to come out. I want to see which situation they're put in this time.
The trail, I'm pretty sure they have a trailer out, don't they? Pretty sure.
Oh, and the Conjuring 3, the one where the boy goes to prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the one. Yep.
Right.
That's where he went insane because he made the demon leave his little brother and come into him. And then he killed his friend
He decided to
after
sacrifice
hallucinating.
himself. Yeah.
That's which one it was. And then the whole time, it was the farmer's daughter that was controlling the demon.
Yep.
She set a curse on the house that they moved into.
Yep.
Crazy stuff.
Very crazy.
People do the craziest things.
So then, while the family was still living in the house with the demonic presence in the house, the mother decides to go to Ed and Lorraine Warren's hearings.
Yeah, they went to one of their seminars.
And then after that, the mother decides to seek out for their help to see if any demonic presence, any spirits in the house.
Yeah, they're really just seeing if there was anything in there.
But as turns out, there are. They check all the houses, and
Lorraine saw a shadow the moment she opened the door. It was standing behind the kids.
Yep, and standing behind the parents as well.
And it followed them.
Every time.
We also saw Rory following April.
It was like it was leeching.
Yes,
on
it
the
was
family.
attached to the family.
Exactly.
That's why Carol couldn't leave the house. When they tried to drag her out to do the exorcism, she burned.
She burned because they wouldn't let her. They wouldn't let her leave. So Ed decides to say F it and do the exorcism himself.
In the basement.
In the basement.
They had a struggle tying her down.
Very struggle.
The cop got his face bit in half, practically.
But luckily, he did survive.
Yeah, he survived. And then she somehow made the shotgun shoot without touching it. She knocked over dressers, threw them, hung upside down.
Yep, turned the mother upside down.
Crazy.
And then she falls, and then stuff happens.
She fell and it went quiet.
Yep. And it says that the mother is gone, and that they're all going to die. You know, as demon pro quo. People are.
Ed had said to show yourself to the demon, and it did. Exorcisms are not something to play with.
They are not.
Do not do it unless you know what you're doing and you're certified.
And if you don't know what you're doing, then
don't do it.
It's a life or death, and you'll most likely be picking death.
Yep.
Most of the time.
You'll be toast. You'll be the next spirit joining the one that's already there.
Exactly. Oh, and as Lorraine goes by, what was it, a deck behind the house?
The pier. The pier in the lake.
The pier. Lorraine decides to look over where the water is. And then she sees
her kid, Judy.
Sees her kid,
floating
Judy.
at the surface of the river. She said it was a sign.
A sign that her daughter might be next.
Yeah, it was a sign warning her to stop what she's doing, or it will also come after them.
Exactly.
And then that's when she saw Bathsheba hanging from the tree, too.
So all this ties with Bathsheba. That she takes her kids back to the house and then kills them both.
Yeah, she sacrifices them to the devil.
And as Ed was doing the exorcism, and then it all stopped for a minute, one of the investigators decides to yell out where April is, and then the
mom went charging after her through a hole in the wall
with scissors, and luckily they got to her in time.
Yeah, it was a crazy case.
And then towards the end of the movie, whenever she walks outside, all of her bruises, all her burns goes away.
Yeah, the spirit had...
So luckily...
In the movie, it was ridden from the property, but in real life, it's still there. I don't think there's any removing that from the real property.
Either way, if they try to destroy the property, that demonic presence will still be there.
Yeah, it'll still be on the grounds, because the grounds are from the 1800s.
And who knows how long that would probably take for it to go
There's
away.
no getting rid of it.
Exactly. It's permanent.
Something that's been there for over 200 years. Yeah.
No matter how much you want to destroy
Leave it there.
No matter how much you want to exorcise the demons out of there, they will always be there.
Something with that witch history is very hard to break.
Yep. Yep, and as the first one,
First one comes to an end with the exorcism.
Yeah,
the second one is about the English family that was having trouble with a guy named Bill Wilkins. That is the old man who died in his house and doesn't know how to move on because the spirit Valak is holding him back.
Exactly.
Valak. Do you know what a Valak is?
I sure do.
What is a Valak?
It is what was it called? Isn't it it's a spawn of Satan, isn't it?
It's the demon queen or something. It was a nun. Well, let me put it this way. Valak is a demon that never walked the earth as a human.
Right.
It was never human in any way. It is a demon that takes the shape of a nun.
Right.
And it is in all 3 of the Conjuring movies.
Especially in the second one.
Yes.
So in the beginning...
In the first one, it's there because of the painting. In the second one, it's there because they go to the place where it's at.
Yeah.
And also, if you ever watch The Nun, it brings you back to the Conjuring and The Nun, too.
It brings you how the nun became the nun.
The nun was a painting. And the nun was they say that a nun killed herself and that's how it became, but it was never human.
Right.
So I don't think that's how it happened. But the nun roams Ed and Lorraine Warren's house. And the only way to get rid of it is to say its name through a Bible. And that's what she did. She cast it back to hell. Matter of fact, let me pull up the clip. Credits to YouTube. And let's see what we got going on here. So what else we got on The Conjuring there, David?
Okay. So while he is doing what he's doing, so as we were taking notes on The Conjuring 3, so it all starts off. Isn't this the Conjuring 3? The Devil Made Me Do It, right? Or is that the? I think it is.
Conjuring, yes.
Yeah. So towards the beginning, they pray. Ed and Lorraine, they decide to pray and see if the demonic presence is still in the little boy. And as they put him to sleep, he wakes up and he goes into the bathtub and it fills up with blood. Then they go in there, and then there he is possessed.
Yes, that's the one where the kid transferred his possession from him to his older brother. Which never before has been possible, but Ernie. I guess anything can happen. Yes, Ernie.
I guess by contact he was able to...
no, it was by willingness. He gave up his soul. So the devil still got what it wanted, just not through a little boy.
Right.
Here's the clip right here. Ignore the ads.
About you, I don't know.
This is the scene of Lorraine Warren sending
everything.
Valak back to hell in The Conjuring. See, it looks like a nun. Here, Ed is holding onto the girl as the curtain breaks, trying to stop her from being killed by the demon. Because it's going to take a soul either way, unless you get rid of it properly. But you'll see here that she gets rid of Valak.
Right.
In a way where it can't come back.
You, demon. And I do know your name. You are Valak, the Defiler.
See, it says its name and it starts to crunch.
Snakes. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, I condemn you back to hell.
See how its face is?
Right.
No demon, even if it was in human form, is going to look like that.
Right.
They're not going to look like it. It's going to have human features. There was nothing human about that demon right there. Let me pull up the Crooked Man scene since we're in this and show you what that was about. The bell is with the Crooked Man. That's the sound he makes. This is where the little boy in The Conjuring 2, the one that has the music box, gets awoken by it.
Baron?
Also forgot the little kid does have a stuttering problem.
Yeah, he has a speech impediment. I think here it comes up as a dog and then transfers into Crooked Man. I could be wrong.
Baron?
Because he is called a dog first, and the dog looks up next to him.
And I guess there was a dog in the second movie.
There wasn't a dog in the street.
Oh,
Yep, there's
yeah,
the dog.
there it is. See that? The dog train. monsters. The tall figure with the umbrella.
Crooked man. He walks a crooked mile.
What is it? Crooked man! A crooked... What are you talking about, darling? Crooked man! Down and just tell me what happened. What is he? I don't know.
Oh, the dog wasn't theirs. The dog was their neighbor's.
Stepped forth and rang the crooked bell, and thus his crooked soul spiraled into a crooked hell.
That's the spell that comes from the Crooked Man. That's his tune.
Murdered his crooked family and loved a crooked laugh.
Janet! Oh my God! No! Someone get alive!
Crooked Man scene. Very, very crazy scene.
So there wasn't a dog. It was just.
There wasn't their
imitation of
dog.
a
It was the neighbor's dog.
that died, and then.
That's why I didn't remember a dog being in there. No, yeah, he was taking the shape of a dog. Shapeshifter, I guess, is what he is. Crooked Man is a tale from the other side of the
Because
world.
at first it was the Crooked Man, and then it changed.
But
back
what he
to-
was saying there is his, I guess, spell, lure.
Yeah, his
His crooked tail.
his short little tail.
Also not something to mess with.
Nope. Especially with the Crooked Man around.
I don't need no crooked man around.
Oh, but you would go get demonic objects.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't
I'm about to hop in that museum.
okay.
Pick up a Dybbuk box. Or that weird Indian doll thing that was in the back of that guy's van.
Oh, don't
Shove
start
that
on
thing in a
that.
closet.
Let me start on that, nah.
Or the dollhouse from the first episode.
Yeah, nah.
Pick all that joint up.
Yeah, nah. That's going back.
For
to
those who
Conjuring.
don't know what we're talking about, watch Haunted Museum with Zach Bagans on Travel Channel. That is where the credit goes to.
Give it all your intriguing questions. So
It's like the Conjuring Museum, but it's Zach Bagans collecting his own collection of haunted objects, from
Right.
beds to mirrors and Dybbuk boxes and toys, dolls, whatever.
right.
Houses, apparently.
Just go see the what was it, Zach?
It's Haunted Museum with Zach Bagans.
Yeah,
and Eli
Haunted
Roth.
Museum, and it'll,
On Travel Channel.
and it's
Free.
based on a true story.
It's free. You don't have to buy it.
Yeah,
I know a lot of
nobody-
you like free stuff.
Yep, it's free 99, so you should be good. So let's see here.
Yeah. The Crooked Man. I'm not sure how it became a part of The Conjuring, but that's his own spirit. He has nothing to do with Valak and Bill Wilkins.
Right.
I think that's a child's story that came along with the kid
Mm-hmm.
that he was told at school or something.
Right.
Pretty crazy stuff.
Oh, speaking of which, did you know that the barn from the original Conjuring burnt down on December 4th?
Yes, that
2000
was in the
this year?
news. I don't think they're going to rebuild it. I think they're just going to leave it how it is. Because the whole point of that property, they're trying to keep everything in the state that it's in, but, clean.
Yeah, but either way, it's the demonic presence.
Well, it really wasn't in the barn. It's much on the property. She cursed the whole property. So I don't think
Well,
destroying
wouldn't that
a
be
building.
including the barn as well?
Well, yeah, you probably won't have the barn experience anymore. But she didn't just curse a building. The whole thing is cursed.
Right. Right. Okay. So then it goes straight down to the Annabelle.
Ah, yes. Annabelle plays a part in The Conjuring too, because Annabelle was in the first Conjuring movie.
Don't they also show the box as well?
Yes, the music box is in Annabelle as well, I'm pretty sure.
Because we were trying to see if they were all connected. By
Yeah, I think the music box is in Annabelle. But Annabelle came before The Conjuring.
Yeah, so the character in the movie named Mia, she was gifted this doll as a pregnancy gift.
They moved into a house. He bought her a doll to fit with her collection of
dolls. That,
I think they were mannequin dolls. The
Yeah.
ones you can talk through or whatever.
yeah.
Ventriloquist, that's what it is.
I hate those things.
And then, the spirit, I can't remember if it was her kid. It was somebody.
It was somebody that
And
was
her
close to her.
insane boyfriend
Right.
said that she liked the doll. And after that, they start seeing weird shit. I think he gets rid of the doll. He
But
throws it
then
away, and then it
decides
shows
to-
back up in the house.
Yeah. And the mother is questioning on why was it doing in the place it was at, and why was it looking the way
Yeah.
it was looking.
It would appear in places. It would leave notes. It would draw and stuff.
Right. It would basically do a lot of
I don't.
demonic things,
Well, I mean, not necessarily. It's taunting. It's taunting them.
saying that
Trying to make a presence. I can do this and whatever. I can
do
go
this.
from room to room without you touching me.
It's like, come on now, we know that you're a demon.
I'll be damned if a doll shows up in my room. Mink.
Oh, so you
Taking that joint out.
like I said again.
Well,
the
no,
objects
no,
now.
because there was only one doll in his museum. I don't care about that doll. It's a little tiny thing.
right.
Annabelle's a whole other level. Ain't
So
messing
you-
with Annabelle.
Oh, so you would try everything.
I'll take an
else.
Indian doll over
You
Annabelle.
would take. What if it has the same demonic powers as?
We're gonna have the same biblical powers. Throw a Bible at it. Knock it upside the head with Jesus.
You can't do that.
You can today.
You can't. You can't just throw a holy Bible at something and
Cover it in holy water.
You can't do that shit either.
Take a bath in it. Take a mop bucket and flood the hallway with it.
What if they're immune to holy water?
They're gonna be immune my ass.
Oh, what?
Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
You can't just say that to a demonic spirit.
I just did. Nope. Today, Satan.
You can't do that.
Throw some, make them bathe in it.
They'll just shake it off.
Shake it off. Join me for a burger. And then do it again.
They'll still shake it off.
Nah.
And
This
it's
ain't.
not, they probably won't shake it off. They'll probably move even
Nah.
faster.
Nah. I'll cut his head off with a sword.
What sword? Where'd
I
you
got a
get
sword right here on the wall.
It's
Shot.
a demonic spirit.
You want
A
some?
spirit that you
want
cannot
some,
touch.
Some demonic burger?
It's a demonic spirit that you cannot touch
Well, no.
unless it is possessed by.
Well, no. You can.
a
You could
possessed
throw.
human. What can
You
you
could throw holy water on spirits.
But you can't kill them with swords.
You can't kill them with swords. That was a
Exactly.
bit. That was a bit. But you can put biblical and religious stuff in a room and it'll mess with the spirit.
But what if they have a power to where they can just knock the crucifixes off the walls?
Put it back up. Nail it down. Or just.
You know they can
or
throw stuff across
just
the
face
room.
the fear.
Face the fear? What are you talking about?
Cleansing, exorcism, blah blah.
What if people are not built like that?
Huh?
If you can all you can hear.
No.
What if they're not built like that?
What if what's not?
What if Okay, what if people are going through demonic spirits right now? Right?
Well, I advise for them to find a priest or a church nearby. Ain't nothing we can do. We ain't Ghostbusters. I'm not about to.
Okay, so
Who are you
like,
gonna call? Not me. Better call,
They don't know your number.
Better call God.
They ain't calling God.
I can look up his number right now.
God doesn't have a phone number.
Santa has a phone number.
Santa's not real.
Well, no, don't say that for the kids. Oh, kids, blur that part out.
Santa is real.
Look,
okay?
I'll show. God's
Krampus is real too,
phone. No, Krampus is a German thing.
which is real.
God's phone number.
God
Look
does
at
not have a
that.
phone
Call
number.
him.
God does not have a phone number.
God. So what do we do now? Struggling. Dial up God's phone number. No, I don't want a
Exactly,
Bible.
God
Oh, there
is-
it is, right there. 240-776-2323. God's phone number.
Okay, we're gonna call this number right now.
Look at that.
We're gonna call this number right now then. What's the number?
240
240
776
776
2323.
23.
Put that joker on the speaker.
We could not complete your call.
He must have changed his service carrier.
So what do you have to say about
He changed
that?
his service carrier.
What was his service
Or maybe he
carrier?
didn't have enough money to pay his bill this month.
It's God we're talking about here, sir.
Okay.
It is God we are talking about.
Bro's not above the law. Pay your service bill.
God has unlimited money.
Then he can pay the service bill.
Okay,
but
so that means
he didn't
doesn't
do
have
it.
no problem.
His phone number ain't working.
Because he can hear in people's minds.
Turned off.
No, in their minds, in
Bro
their
got
hearts,
shut down.
in their bodies.
They said we're gonna cut him
How
off.
do you think we were born?
Well, I mean, scientifically.
Biblically.
I didn't come out of a Bible.
Biblically, why were we born? To
Why?
keep the earth going until he is ready.
It's going all right.
Well, no one asked
Global
for your-
warming
no
ripped
one
a hole
asked
in the
for your-
ozone layer.
No one asked for your opinion,
We're gonna
sir.
lose. Apparently, there's an asteroid coming for Earth in the year 2030 something.
Apparently.
Yeah, there's an asteroid coming for Earth. It's gonna we're gonna be dinosaurs. We're gonna get whacked, and people are gonna find our
Full
bones
of
in the ground.
extinction. Extinction, bro.
They're gonna use us to fuel their damn
Well, if we're
cars.
full of extinction, then how will people discover us?
Well, because when the dinosaurs went extinct, God just created humans. So when we go extinct, He's gonna whip up some other creation,
Like what?
and then they're gonna use our bones to fuel their cars and jet skis and crap like that.
That makes 0 sense. You know that?
Yeah, well, I mean, here we are using dinosaurs for car fuel. I probably
Dinosaurs are
I had a
reasonable,
brachiosaurus in my truck probably with how much gas that needed. Them long neck things.
Dinosaurs are reasonable though.
Well, yeah, just
'Cause
giant lizards. Bunch of giant
They're
lizards.
not giant lizards.
Bunch of giant lizards.
They are giant.
An iguana that took a medication.
They are giant dinosaurs.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
No, this is not Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
No. All right.
Anyway, back to the
Anyways,
topic. I don't know where that went.
yeah, I don't think we finished.
Went from biblical to dinosaurs and gas tanks. Gosh, gas is so expensive. Don't buy an electric car.
This is not.
Your battery will blow up. You only get 200-300 mile range when you can buy a gas car and get 400 to 500.
Sir,
It doesn't
sir,
work.
sir.
Doesn't count.
Sir.
Don't buy electric.
Sir. This is
Fuck,
not what we're
forget
talking.
Elon. Forget
sir,
Elon.
Sir.
Go to Mars on gas power.
Sir.
Don't buy electric.
Sir.
Yes.
This is not about electric.
Hey, gotta have an
Okay.
ad break.
Okay.
Don't buy
It's
an
not
electric car.
Okay, but they're still gonna buy electric cars.
No.
They're not gonna listen
Nope.
to a podcast like that.
Nope.
They're not gonna listen.
I
to
reach
life
people in
lessons.
India.
I'm sure we do.
No electric vehicles. Don't buy an electric vehicle.
They are going.
If you buy an electric vehicle, I'm going to send you a video of a
can't do
truck
that.
that's burning because it's a battery-powered truck.
How are you gonna buy? Didn't you say not to buy electric vehicles though?
Yes.
And you're just gonna go ahead and buy one?
No, I said if they buy one, I'm going to send them a video of a battery car on fire.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
You know, apparently the first Tesla Cybertruck got in a wreck.
Yes. That's why.
It was unfazed.
That's why you'll never see.
It was unfazed, and the Toyota it hit was totaled.
Cause you don't know what they made that freaking Tesla truck out of.
Damn, bulletproof.
Yeah.
Elon said next level.
They took fucking Batman's fucking metal.
Batman?
Yeah. It's
What's
fucking
Batman?
It's fucking bulletproof. His Batmobile, bro, in Dark
It
Knight.
ain't bulletproof now.
Yeah, it is.
I bet you I could pop a clip through a
Bro,
Tesla
you-
truck.
No, you can't.
I can.
You can't.
Put Elon in front of it.
You can't.
Pop, pop.
They already did that.
Bye, Elon.
Didn't you see a video of the Tesla
Yeah,
truck
he
being
threw
shot at?
He threw an iron ball at the window or something and it only cracked.
Exactly.
If I shoot it enough, it's gonna go through.
It's not.
I bet it will.
If you search up YouTube videos about a Tesla truck getting shot at, it's not going to show
I'm
no
saying-
damage.
I'll create the video of me shooting.
Oh, so
a
that
window.
means you are going to buy an
No, I'm not gonna
electric
buy it.
vehicle?
I'm just gonna happen to be at the next convention Elon does and shoot it.
Sure, buddy, sure.
Pop, 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 pop.
Sure, buddy, sure.
No more Tesla trucks. Don't buy an electric vehicle. So about that Conjuring thing.
Yeah, about that. I don't
Basically,
know.
to sum it up, The Conjuring is a very gruesome but true thing.
Based on true
I
stories.
would recommend going out to the location of the actual Conjuring.
But I do not recommend you doing the exorcisms without a professional.
Well, no, I don't think you have to do an exorcism, but I wouldn't recommend being too out of hand because stuff actually goes on there.
I don't know. People might be dumb enough to do seances. Not to call anybody dumb or anything, but they might do seances.
If they do it, whatever happens to them is on them.
It's like everything be fine and dandy, and then all of a sudden, boom, demonic possession.
They warn you when you go on the property of what to do and what not to do. Because certain stuff can trigger certain stuff.
Well, you know, some people be curious, and they
Oh,
just be
yes,
like,
and
you
that's
know,
why they no longer exist.
Well, you know, people be curious. They're curious.
Well,
Georges
curiosity
around here.
killed the cat quite literally.
Well, curious Georges be around.
Makes you wonder, what if the barn burning down wasn't like an accident, but someone was trying to do some stuff and burn the barn down.
Oh.
Or maybe a spirit struck back and burned the barn down.
Maybe.
You know?
Maybe.
You never know.
You do not.
It's kind of weird, now that I think about it. It took them
Maybe
hours
the
to
barn-
get that under control.
Yeah, maybe the barn was strategic.
Maybe someone was doing some foolery or whatever. I don't know.
They were trying to do something. Who knows what, Kate?
Investigation is still pending, so we'll see.
We'll see probably mid...
I'd say. It might be in the news right now.
It might be.
I don't know. Check tomorrow, beginning of the new year.
Yeah, beginning of the year we might start that.
Yeah, that brings some thought up about that. Let me know in comments on all of my social medias and on the episode why you think the barn might have burned down. I think that about wraps things up right there, dude.
Think so?
I think we basically hit everything. This is the
In
new
a small, short time.
Yeah. New year, new episode will be available starting fresh. Also, let me know in the comments your new year resolutions. Maybe some podcast ideas. We need some ideas.
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah. Well, y'all. Good night from James.
Good night from David.
Fire Pit Talk with James and David.